My name is MnN. I'm a personal trainer for first aid insect stings. Be it mosquitoes, ticks, or spiders, insects exist everywhere in our environment. There are several ways to keep them away. However, mosquitoes, gnats, bats, and insect repellents are sometimes not enough to protect against gnats and insect stings. Insect and insect stings, source of wonder for some and of fear for others. Insect may hide just about anywhere and surface when we least expect it. Mosquito, black flies, bumblebees, bees, wasps, and hornets are examples of insects that send shiver up some people's spines. Although most of them are peaceful and harmful for humans, some of them may attack for no apparent reason. The consequences of a sting or a bite depends on the content and the insect in the questions. For example, certain spider bites, especially those of black widows and brown Brooklyn spiders, can lead to more serious reactions. Fortunately, these spiders are not found in Quebec, but being bitten by one of them during a vacation, for example, requires a visit to the hospital. Insects may sometimes be carriers of diseases which can be transmitted to us after having been stung. This is the case among others for infection by the West Niles virus, which can be transmitted by mosquitoes, and of the Lyme disease, which can be transmitted by ticks. In the case of tick bite, it is important to remove every part of the tick from the skin, and most important, any mouth parts. If you are unable to remove it completely, you should go to the health center. As for bees, it is also important to remove the sting lodge into the skin to promote healing from the insect and sting, possibly symptoms and complications. Most of the time, insect stings only cause temporary discomfort and symptoms that vary in natural and intensity. An angel who falls victims to the blood-thirsty insects can present various symptoms, including the following: itchiness, swelling, readiness, pain, burning sensation, feeling of the general Malaysia. Unfortunately, these infections are generally begin and limited to the affection area and will disappear on their own in a few hours of days. Treatment measures. The best way to protect against insect stings is still prevent preservations, avoiding infest areas are wearing clothing that cover as much as skin surface as possible and using a mosquito net are examples of ways to prevent the inconvenience of an insect sting. Using insect repellent can also help protect against certain insect bites, such as mosquitoes and ticks. However, despite using these defensive measures, a person may still be stung by an insect. And this is the case, the following tips will help reduce the incidence of insect and extent of the reaction. Apply ice wrapped in a towel on the affection area right away after having been stung. Ice should not be applied for more than help reduce the intensity of the extent of the reaction. Apply ice wrapped in a towel on the affection area right away after having been stung. Ice should be applied for more than 15 minutes. Generally clean the affected areas with soap, water, and avoid rubbing it vigorously. Apply good convulsant for a few hours following the insect sting. Take a bath containing cold thorough oatmeal. Do not scratch the insect. Some over-the-counter medications may help relieve symptoms. They should be used only in measures described below or not. Friction is enough. If you want any more help tips, please email me at watersnow@tipsplay.com. My name is MnN, personal trainer. Thanks. Bye for now.